Hey, what's up guys and girls? So this video we're going to talk about tracing and reference image usage. It's a really controversial topic because, you know, something that people are really adamant about, but basically the talk tonight is going to be about when you're using your reference images, are you using them as a crutch or are you using it as a tool to express yourself creatively? And basically the way that you could use your reference images as a crutch is if you're tracing or you're transferring reference points from the photo to the drawing, and you're using those because you feel like you're not that good at proportions of the human face, you know, if you're doing portraiture, or you feel like you can't quite get the likeness down, so you know, instead of learning how to capture likenesses, you just trace because it's faster, or because I got a lot of work to do, I just want to do this quickly. I think you're kind of hurting your creative development and handicapping yourself to only styles that can be accommodated with tracing. And when it comes to the whole Kirsty Partridge thing, you know, I think the end result of her work is gorgeous, and it's exactly what I think people should be doing. You know, it's one style of what I think people should be doing, taking advantage of the medium like watercolor, the way she does so beautifully in colors. But I think that, you know, she shows herself transferring reference points when she explains how to get a likeness, or when she explains how she does portraiture. And that's exactly what I'm saying you should try to shy away from, because yes, you might be able to already, well, you know, you're probably not able to do portraiture to the level that you want to, so you just copy and, you know, you're handicapping yourself. So look at this example of an awesome illustration that I saw in Miami on the walls of Wynwood. And in this example, you know, if this guy was tracing and copying reference points his whole life, how would he be able to create this image? To create this mashup where he's exaggerated this infant's face and exaggerated, you know, his reference of like a bodybuilder, how would he recreate that onto the walls? He wouldn't be able to do it if, you know, if he didn't have the skills of understanding how to construct human anatomy and how to capture likeness and stuff like that. And if you look at this second image here, you know, this guy wouldn't have been able to create this beautiful work of abstract, you know, art with a bit of representationalism of the animal. You know, if all he knew was tracing, how would he have, like, you know, it would have hindered him a lot actually, because, you know, the animal's exaggerated too with the size of the head and the size of the body there. There's some things that are off, there's some things that he pushed, some things that he did to create that creative vision. It's not exactly line for line like you know, those animals are. I'm not sure what that animal is, but pretty much I'm just trying to rant here and just let you know, develop your skills. Don't trace, don't use a crutch. And in this little demo I'm about to show you here, I'm going to show you how you can go about just using your eye and just using proportion knowledge, anatomy knowledge, likeness knowledge to recreate an image, you know, and it doesn't have to take too much time if you develop the skill. Let's check it out. All right, so pretty much when you're trying to draw pretty much anything, the way that I like to approach things is the silhouette first, and then I try to throw some structure behind it with some of the knowledge that I've gained from, like, you know, in this case it's the human head, so proportions, you know, there's perspective lines that you see me throwing in to get the features lined up correctly. I'm trying to figure out the big shapes of what makes this person look like this person when it comes to the likeness. You know, if you had to exaggerate things, I always try to exaggerate my portraits, and it doesn't come across as a caricature unless I push things too far. But you'd be surprised at how far you could push things before they start to look like a caricature. But anyway, you don't have to like start, you know, pushing lines and, you know, using guidelines and grid lines and reference points and tracing to try to get a likeness, or to try to reconstruct your image. In this case, to try and get this skill, like you saw, I put that left eye in the wrong spot. Now I'm moving it to the right spot. You know, I had the head shape was wrong. You saw me fix the left side of the head. trying to finesse parts of it to get it to look right. The hair just isn't quite looking right. And this is how you get better. You know, you struggle through things, you try to figure them out. If you just run away from those problems, down the line is when it's going to hurt you. As you develop as an artist, you know, you're trying to have fun with this stuff and you're trying to experiment with the new style. You can get a little bit frustrated. Maybe you decide to try digital, but you can't quite get the proportions to look right and you complain that it's digital's fault. It's just a different, you know, this different media is throwing you off. Digital's limiting. You might, you know, just start to get kind of down on yourself, not make as much art as you want. I would strongly recommend just you know, just go ahead and try to bite the bullet and learn whatever it is, you know, so that you can truly enjoy and express yourself creatively instead of being handicapped. And this is about the end of the charcoal drawing, this demo here. And if you want some resources to learn how to do portraiture like this, I can show you how to figure out proportions really quickly. I'll put some videos at the end to help you learn how to draw faces in ways that are kind of quick. You know, you'll make progress a lot faster. Some of the videos that I've seen other people do, it's just kind of regurgitate info. So check these out. Tell me what you think. Have an awesome day. Hope you enjoy making some art today.